This is Ghost, Invalid Ghost, and I'm making a second game. Yeah. And I have good news. I have great news. It will not contain any ear-bleeding piano music like the first game had. You know, I wouldn't even call that ear-bleeding. I would just call it severely annoying because it wasn't really that loud. I put it on a pretty low volume, and I mean, people have the volume control for themselves. They could mute it. But whatever. The first game, I liked it. I put my heart and my soul into it. It obviously was not the best of games. It needed a lot of work. I entered it into a contest, which I'm pretty sure many people are confused as to why I did that. If you watched the video that I made about it, you would know that I only entered it into the contest to get myself and my games noticed, so that you guys can know that Invalid Ghost is making games. Look forward to more of this stuff. Not like you would want to look forward to more of the first game, but I've gotten better. It's only been a few days, but that game was made in 3 days out of boredom during a part of my life in which I was not entirely stable in the head. That sounds bad. I don't mean to make it sound bad. This game, I'm going to take a lot more time on. Months on, maybe. Well, I'm really fast at making things and I have a lot of time right now. So, it probably won't take months. It might take a month. Maybe a month and a half. But I don't think it'll take months. Not unless I make it longer than what I already think it's gonna be. I mean, right now I'm thinking it's gonna be a pretty short game, like the last one. Well, it's gonna be longer than How Happy Are You? It's gonna be a lot longer, because of a reason that I'll show you when I get into the gameplay. But it's not gonna be super long. Like, you could probably beat this game in, I don't know, like 2 hours? I think 2 hours for a person who's just starting. I mean, I haven't finished it yet. This is a video before I finished it. Everything you are seeing right now could change. Why am I making a video about about this game when I haven't even finished the game? Well, because I'm excited. I want to get anyone who was a fan of the first game excited that, hey, this loser's coming back and they're bringing another game and it's gonna be slightly less mediocre than the first. Okay, maybe you guys don't think that. But I like to get excited about things. So I want to get you guys excited about it. I want you guys to know that I'm not going to die right after the first game. Like, the first game came, oh god, it was not that great. Now I'm just going to hide. No, I'm not going to do that. I am planning on making a game. I'm not sure if this is going to be a sequel. In fact, it has nothing to do with the first game. Well, I mean, I guess it has some stuff to do with the first game, but not a lot. It's a lot less based on my real life. First game was based pretty heavily on a true story about my life. This game is less based on my own life, more based on nothing really. It's just based on an idea that just came to me, kind of. Not sure how it came to me, but it just came to me. Cat, no, stop meowing. You wanna hear him? Okay, and he stops. He stops when I put the mic near his face. He's like, nope, I'm not gonna meow for your own pleasure. You're not gonna get extra views on my cute meows. Get that thing out of my face. But he'll meow in the background. I am using a new mic, by the way. I don't know if it's actually picking him up now. Who knows? This is a mic that's actually older than my other mic that I currently use, but I'm using it to see if it's any better, any worse, because I really don't know. Because I don't use it that much since I have the new one. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying because my cat rudely interrupted me, so let's just get into the game. Alright, here's the game. I hope you guys can still hear me. I'm not sure if the volume on the game is too loud. You guys can probably hear me. It's kind of quiet. Then again, I have these terrible headphones on. I mean, they're really bad. They have seen better days. I got them at the dollar store for like $1, and they're horrible. I've had these since middle school. Anyway, you can see that the game title is Joey. I probably should have mentioned that. Did I already mention that? I don't think I did. I just started talking about the game without even telling you the title of the game. Well, it's Joey. And I'm not sure if I'm going to change that or not. I probably will change it. But right now it's Joey. Right now that's the title screen. Right now this is the title music. It's very ominous and dark. Nothing like the first game, which was just me half playing, half mashing the keys on a keyboard, on a piano. So, let's start a new journey. Now right away, you'll see that you are this blonde dude wearing a black jacket. I have face profile pictures now. Look at that. That wasn't in the first game. You guys can see how terrible my art skills are now. They're not that bad, right? Look, I only have MS Paint and Paint.net to work with. Don't judge me. I'm not really good at drawing humans. I'm much better at drawing animals. So that is the best you're gonna get. I'm sorry. That's you. Your name is 4. You can see that you have stuff instead of items, and it's just one thing instead of 4 with 2 missing blank buttons. That was such a bad design. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, you can see now that you just have one kind of inventory slot, whatever you want to call that. You have a journal, which is your saving thing. That's me testing the game so far. I've only made like 15% of the game, and I'm already play testing it all the time, making sure things work as I go. His level is 4, just like his name. It's great. I want to get rid of the stats. I'll probably figure how to do that, and if not, well, oh well. They're there, but they mean nothing because there's no fighting in this game. I don't like fighting in RPG Maker games. You either make it too easy or you make it too hard. There's really it's very hard to get a correct balance, especially when you're just making an RPG Maker game for the first time and it has combat in it, and I don't want to be known as that one dude who made a game with terrible combat and it was frustrating. No, I'm okay with being the person who got you a game with terrible piano music. I'm okay with that. I'd rather be known as the person who made a game with horrible piano music and organ music in it than the person who made a game and had horrible combat so bad that it was unplayable. Because piano music, you know, it's still playable. You can just mute the game. Bad combat, however, sometimes people will just rage and they'll quit. They'll just be like, this game sucks, and they'll leave and never come back. So this game isn't combat based. It's more of a puzzle game. I don't really like puzzles though. I mean, I like the jigsaw kind of puzzles. Other kinds of puzzles, not so much. Let's get into the game. This orb is gonna talk to you. Hello, welcome to Invalid Ghost's second game, Joey. You are a boy named 4. Each morning you deliver mail to your neighbors. Tomorrow morning you must deliver a letter to Mrs. Edwards. She is the oldest resident of your neighborhood, and she lives in an old house at the furthest edge of your street. I should probably just put at the end of your street, but whatever. I'll keep that for now. Right now, though, it is late. You should get to bed. You should look at the note taped to the wall next to you. It may be important. So it wants you to take this note, pretty much. I mean, it won't let you pass until you take the note that's on the wall. The note that's on the wall is that note on the wall, by the way. This one. Not anything down there. There's nothing there. It's that note. You press enter on that. There's a note taped to the wall. It appears to be a to-do list. It reads, Number 1, go to bed. That's all it reads. Seems to be a very short to-do list. You take the to-do list off your wall and stuff it into your pocket. Okay, so let me explain the reasoning behind the to-do list. By the way, I hate the to-do list, and I am on the verge of just getting rid of it completely because it is so annoying to put in. But the to-do list, if you look in your stuff, is a list of what you have to do. And when you press enter, it'll tell you what you currently have to do, what your current objective is. It's go to bed. That's all fine and good right now when it's simple like that, but later on it gets so complex. So complex. Like, you have to get rid of the old to-do list, put in a new to-do list, and they're all called to-do list with the same description, and it's not good when you have a person like me whose brain can't remember things as well as other people's brains can, and you put the same item with the same name and the same description, but a different common event. It's not good. It's not a good mix. But anyway, you got the note. Oh, and I put the note in the first place because in the last game, some people, a very few number, about half, some people were confused. They didn't know where to go in the last game, which was kind of what I wanted. I wanted you to be confused. I wanted you to be able to explore a large room and have a bunch of useless things in there because I wanted you to kind of get a feel for what the room was like. That's why I made it kind of confusing. But apparently I made it too confusing because a lot of people got stuck at Grandma's house, even though they really only needed to click on 2 things, and it would have been fine, but that's why I gave you a to-do list, and it's a great to-do list. You guys will be able to see, because this is going to be a slightly long video. It might be 30 minutes to 40 minutes long. I apologize in advance if it's too long for you, but I want to make sure that I talk about the game to my full ability. Oh, good, I see you have your to-do list with you. The item is special. If you look it in your menu, you will find that you can read it by pressing the enter button when it is selected. It may not look too important right now, but trust me, you'll want to read it often. If you ever get lost, you may want to read it. Now then, I guess it's time to let you play. Good luck. I'm not going to read anything that's in here. You can click on that letter, you can click on this window, you can click on the clock. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to go straight to bed because I want to get straight to this certain room. Because all of this that you guys are seeing right now currently is the tutorial. Yes, this is all the tutorial. The tutorial of how to play an RPG Maker game, which everyone knows how to play, which is why it's not much of a tutorial. It sort of tells you this is the color switch that I'm gonna use for this, and that's really all it tells you. It also tells you about fence gates and how dumb they are. Is this a dream? Yes, this has to be a dream. Perhaps you should explore. So you can talk to the sign if you want. You can talk to the scarecrow if you want. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk right to this girl, which, if you read your to-do list, it says explore, and then talk to the girl standing by the trees. In case you didn't know what to do, and you were stuck around here, and you didn't even see the girl. For whatever reason. I don't know, maybe you don't like walking to the right. So you talk to the girl. She stares at you with purple eyes. She seems a bit confused at your presence, but smiles at you happily. And there you go, there's the girl. Again, I'm not the best at making character profile pictures. I'm like a a 2 out of 10 on the artistic scale. At least it's not a stick figure. But you don't have to worry about that because there's not many characters that have a profile picture. Most characters won't. So if you don't like my art style, don't worry. You don't have to stare at it for very long. It's only her, your own character, and maybe a select few others, but right now it's only these two. No one else has a picture. Hiya! What are you doing out here in my yard? No one ever comes by here. I was beginning to think I was all alone. Well, as alone as you can be when you have a cat like Bah! Haha. Odd, she mentions having a cat, yet you don't see one anywhere. You ask her where her cat is. Where's Bah? He's inside of my house, of course. He's an indoor cat after all. Not to mention, if I let him out, the bears might get him. Anyway, my name is Raven. What's your name? You tell her your name. 4? And I thought I had a strange name. Well, okay then, hi 4. You know, since you are here, we should play a game. You know that whenever a character in a game tells you if you want to play a game, you know, they might not be the most sane of people. I have a lot of free time, you see, so I made a maze. I have a lot of free time, you see. That's why I made a game. You actually came at the perfect time. I just finished building it. What's with the grumpy face? You don't like mazes or something? Well, don't worry. I made the maze super easy. Yeah, that's another thing. There are mazes in this game. There will not be a lot of mazes. Don't worry. The entire game is not mazes. It's not mazes the game. No, no. I hate mazes. There's one incredibly difficult one. Well, it's probably not going to be incredibly difficult because I don't even know how to make a maze incredibly difficult. And I haven't made it yet. So I'm planning on making an incredibly difficult maze, but it may not be incredibly difficult because I hate making mazes and I hate going through mazes and having to playtest an incredibly difficult maze. I wouldn't like to do that, and I would have to playtest a lot because I'm the only person playtesting this game, and that would be awful. But there's only gonna be a few mazes, maybe like 3 at the most. That includes this tutorial one, so really only 2 if you don't include the tutorial maze. There's not gonna be many mazes. We're talking about other puzzles. There are going to be other puzzles in this game. It's not just mazes. Well, don't worry. I made the maze super easy. You'd have to be a complete moron not to be able to solve it. I'll even come with you. That way there's 0 chance of you getting lost. The girl convinces you to play her maze game. You'll play? Great. Oh, before I forget, the door is activated by a switch. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I placed it nearby the door, and all you have to do is step on it to activate it. This is going to be so much fun. The girl named Raven joins your party. So now you got Raven, woo! And yeah, if you click on this door, she talks to you about how you're an idiot. Oh darn, I clicked on it twice. And also, if you don't know, oh, never mind. The to-do list doesn't tell you to step on a switch. Well, that's a flaw right there. I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna change it. There's too much messing with the to-do list. I'm sure you guys will be able to find the switch. It's right there. If you can't find the switch, there's just no hope for you. I'm sorry, the game's not for you if you can't find that switch. Let's go through the door. So this is what I'm talking about. This fence here, you would think normally that you can't go through that, but no. I've made it so that the center of here it's a fence gate, so you can go through it. So don't worry about that. The reason why it looks like fences and not fences and a fence gate is because there's no fence gate in RPG Maker's base of tiles, and I can't make a fence gate that would fit in with the art style of this game because I'm not that good at arting. So, sorry. You're gonna have to deal with that. There's not too many fence gates that you're gonna have to worry about though, so don't worry. Just if you see a fence, maybe rub your face against it because it might actually open. That sounds bad. I've been taken out of context. Like I said, I made the maze, not maze the maid, super easy. All you have to do is follow the path and you'll win. So that is really all you have to do. You don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to search of anything. You can just go straight to the exit. It's a super simple maze that I spent way too long making just for it to have this simple thing. Also, it requires a switch, which is down here. If you go up there and talk to the door, Raven will tell you that you need to press the switch because she forgot about it or whatever, and you'll get a new to-do list that says press the switch, find the switch, which is located south of the door. It will say something like that. But I'm just gonna press that and go through because I like to do things easily in my own game. See, that wasn't too bad, right? There you go. And there's your price. You open the chest. Inside is a cat toy. Oh, so that's where that went. I bet Ba was looking all over for that toy. Oh, we should go to my house to give it to him. I'm sure it will make him happy. You take the cat toy from the chest. And if you look, it's a ball of yarn. There's a fence gate here. Yeah, like I said, even fence posts can be fence gates. So remember that. This is a shortcut. I made it so that going home would be easier. You can't leave that area without taking this fence gate shortcut. Okay? You can't leave that area unless you touch the fence post. You gotta touch the fence post. I know, bad design, but do you really want to go all the way through? I mean, it's not that much of a shortcut, but still, I made it for various reasons. So now that you're back at her house, you just talk to the door. She talks about not having any visitors before, and you walk in, and she says Ba's not in the room, so you must be in her bedroom. This is not her bedroom. This is her bedroom. And you will not get lost because there's only 2 rooms in this house. That door over there is locked. So, let's go through here. And this is Ba. Yep, that's a cat right there. It's a glowing orange something. And, oh, I forgot he has a face profile too. So there's actually 3 drawings that you're gonna have to bear with. So, it's obviously not a cat. You tell her it's not a cat, and you suddenly feel weird, and you black out. And now the real game begins. So this is the room that I've been trying to get to this whole time. This is where I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna go any further than this. Right now, if you look at your to-do list, it will say choose a chest and exit the room. So right now, I've only got the green one done. The red one, not done at all. Blue one, not done at all. The red's gonna be the hardest difficulty. Green is gonna be average difficulty. And blue is gonna be easy difficulty. And they're all going to have different puzzles and different, a bit different storyline. Well, okay, maybe a lot different storyline. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, by the end, it'll all kind of be the same, but getting there is going to be completely different. So, all I've got is the green one done. It'll say, and touching any of these chests will say the same thing, kind of. It'll say, picking this chest will change your gameplay experience, story elements, puzzles, and characters will change depending on which chest you choose. This chest will keep the game's difficulty at an average level while you choose this chest. They all sort of say that, except the red one says it'll be the hardest difficulty. You should probably choose it last. And the blue one will say this one is good for people who are new to RPG Maker or just want an easy experience. It's easy. So, personally, I'm thinking that you should pick the green chest first, then the blue chest, and then leave the red one for last if you want a good sort of storyline. But that's just me talking. You guys can pick whichever chest you want. You can go straight for the red chest if you want to. So anyway, after you would pick this chest or this chest or this chest, you go through the door and you're in whichever chest you chose as dimension. Well, dimension, dream, storyline, whatever you want to call it. They're all going to be different. They're all going to lead to different endings. So that's the game so far. I mean, I didn't show you the green chest yet because I want that to be a surprise. I've worked on the green chest. It's about, I don't know, maybe 13% done. It's sorta there. maybe 15% done. 15% done on the green chest, 0% on the other 2 chests. I've spent 3 days on the tutorial. I've spent 3 days on the tutorial and the green chest, which is about the same amount of time that it took me to make the first game. There's no bad piano music. Also, all the music in this game will either be from public domain or from the game, the RPG Maker itself. So that's the whole game. Get excited. It's gonna come out. I'll have this video on the game page when it does come out, so maybe it's already out if you're watching this video for the first time and you're probably staring at the game page and thinking to yourself, what is this person talking about? The game is right here. I don't have to wait months or a month and a half. It's right there. I can just click the download button and get it. If you are on YouTube right now, then there's a link in the description to the game page. If there's not a link to the game's page, then that means the game isn't out yet, so wait. you just gotta wait. If you are on the game page and you're watching this video, that means the game is out, so you can click that red download button. It's probably gonna be red. I'm thinking I'm just gonna always make it red because I like it when download buttons are red. So click the red download button on the page and you'll download the game. So that's all. I hope you guys enjoy the game if it's there, and if not, well, I hope you guys get excited for it. But don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. It's only my second game. It's only my second game. Don't expect too much. I mean, if you liked the first one, then you'll probably like this one. You're gonna like it more. Yeah. Unless you hate puzzles, then you're probably not gonna like it at all. If you hated the first one, well then give this one a try. Maybe you'll like it a slightly more. Maybe you'll like it like 5% instead of 0%. And that's all I gotta say. So, bye.